to anybody, and neither is Oklahoma. And I know, Ryan, you're an SEC guy, but I'm looking at it objectively. UCLA, they follow USC to the Big Ten. But when I look at Ohio State, and I look at USC and Michigan State, that's just, hopefully Penn State comes to the party. That's just me. You're an SEC guy, Ryan.
You know what? It sounds like, and it's okay, Keyshawn, because I understand when they put these segments together, they try to put these segments together where they make sense, where you have people on opposite sides. And because you're a Big Ten guy, and because you actually played in the Pac-12 at USC, people probably thought, oh, Keyshawn's going to be like really strong about this. He sent, family members to Ohio State, and, USC is now going to be in the Big Ten. But you actually weren't really strong about it because you didn't believe it. And it's okay, Keyshawn. That's why I went and got the jacket, because it's so crazy. You say they don't hide behind LSU, but since 2000, there's actually only one team that's won more national championships than LSU, and that's actually Alabama. Now, if we were talking about like the 1970s or the 1980s, in Michigan's heyday or in USC's heyday, or when somebody actually cared about Penn State, maybe this argument makes some sense. But it doesn't, because actually Oklahoma stays in the college football playoff. They want to come see us. Texas just got Arch Manning. They doling out that money in NIL. They're about to come up, which is why they chose the SEC. And really, we kind of have our pick of the litter. Hey, you know what? Alabama doesn't win the championship this year. Oh, my God. Cam Newton goes to Auburn and he wins the championship. Oh, my goodness. Who played in the championship this year? Was it in 2 SEC teams? Oh, my God. Had those teams ever played before in the national championship? Oh, my God, they have. And so it's like everywhere we go, it's SEC, SEC, SEC. And you mentioned Michigan. I remember Michigan had a really good year last year. Michigan was very dominant in the Big Ten. Michigan got curb stomped in the college football playoff. But wait, where was that team from? Oh, wait, the SEC. It is so crazy that you guys are sitting here. Oh, it's just Alabama. No, Florida's won. Auburn's won. We are always in that thing. And so,
no, RC, though, man, I ain't going to let you just keep doing this, though, RC. I ain't going to let you just go on like this. It says, which will be more prestigious. It didn't say nothing about what Florida did in the past. And you talk about hide behind Alabama. Yes, Alabama has carried the SEC. Georgia clipped it, and got their championship. LSU won a couple years ago. But we're talking about moving forward now. We're not talking about what these historical programs have done in the past, because every one of these programs in both conferences, for the most part, have history. I'm talking about moving forward. I'm talking about 2024 and beyond is what I'm talking about, RC. That's what I'm talking about. I understand Arch Manning goes to Texas. Woo. So all of a sudden, the Big Ten is supposed to get scared because Arch Manning goes to Texas? There'll be other recruits that come alive.
The Big Ten should have been scared. What you mean the Big Ten's supposed to get scared now? Other than what? Other than having Cordero Jones come out and play amazing, the Big Ten ain't won one.
Now you say Cordell Jones got to play amazing. Come on, man, stop. The conference is.
He did have to play amazing. Ezekiel Elliott had to lose his mind.
We both could agree that the SEC, because of Alabama's run and what at the time Urban Meyer did at Florida, the SEC dominated. And in between, Coach O won his national championship. We can agree to that. But outside of those teams, you still got the Kentuckys, the Vanderbilts. You still got them teams in there. The Mississippi States, y'all don't want to talk about them. Y'all want to hide and say nothing about them teams.
Keyshawn, you started talking about Iowa. Don't get me wrong. Iowa, always very well coached. Always plays really hard. But ain't nobody worried about no Iowa. Iowa ain't sniffed the college football playoff. And that's the team you brought up. Those teams, that's like Ole Miss. Ole Miss just went to the Sugar Bowl. Okay, Iowa and Ole Miss. There you go. Let's cancel them out. Yes, we got Vanderbilt. We have Vanderbilt. I'm not tripping on that. Y'all still got Indiana. Listen, Key.
Okay, so look, so let me ask you this then.
Just say SEC.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So the top 4 teams in the SEC and the top 4 teams in the Big Ten. You still saying SEC, right? I guess it would be 4,
Yes.
maybe 5. But you're trying
Yes.
so you're gonna tell me in 20 beyond, not today. I'm talking 24, 25. You're gonna sit there and tell me Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, USC, Penn State is gonna stay the same? They're not gonna get stronger. There are gonna be kids that's gonna look at not only now. Now I'm sorry, I'm chuckling. Now I'm just gonna go. You don't think that there's gonna be kids from all over the country that want to go to those prestigious universities in Southern California, the Michigans, the Ohio States, not only for the sports but also for the academics? You don't think that they gonna look at that? And now the way they open up the recruiting of the landscape? What? I'm asking you, RC.
Let's be real. Keyshawn, let's be real. These young men even said when they are committing, for the next 3 years, I am going to such and such school. Because when a kid's going to Alabama and he's the 5-star, I'm sure many of these kids want degrees. I'm sure many of their parents want them to get degrees. But in the end, if the NFL comes calling in the 3rd year, because if you start at these schools and play well, that's all it takes, they're gone. Nobody is worried about the University of Ohio State or the Ohio State University degree. They worry about that bread they're going to get when they're a 1st-round draft pick. The people I'll give you this, Key. People are going to go to USC. You know why? Because USC is in Hollywood. They putting people in movies now. They putting people on TV series. The NIL money is running through. Lincoln Riley got a $7 million house, and he can use a private jet whenever he wants. People will go to USC because that's what the landscape is. You got a wide receiver at USC. He going to get $3 million in NIL, and he left Pitt where he was already the Bolitnikov winner. I get that. People are going to go to these schools. But if we're just talking about the football being played, who is winning, and how it is being played, the SEC is curb stomping every single conference in the world, period. And eventually it's only going to be like 4 conferences. And when it's that, the SEC is still going to be the best one because they pick it from the best players. Brian Kelly that came down here to LSU, we getting everybody. The next class, 2023, we got 5-star, 5-star, 4-star, 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 4-star. We got every dang transfer you could possibly want. And people said he wasn't even going to be able to recruit here when I told y'all he was going to win because everybody wins at LSU because of the talent.
I want you to tell me about Brian Kelly in October, November. Don't tell me nothing about Brian Kelly in no damn July. I want you keep that same energy.
This year?
You keep that
we might
same
not be
energy.
great this year.
You keep that same energy in October and November now.
Hey, we might not be great. We might not be great, but it will get greater later. Everybody wins here. The last 2 coaches we had here have been found to be highly incompetent, and they won national championships too. Brian Kelly going to win one here. That's the facts. SEC is better than the Big Ten. Key, you tried. It was great. I'm going to send you one of these starter jackets in USC. You be good.
Keyshawn, I don't usually like sitting, giving people L's, but I do think you kind of lost that one. Why would you not go Ohio State? Like, why are we arguing about all these other schools? The last team that won a college football playoff was Ohio State. Like, ride that way.
But I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to go against my Trojans. And
That's true. Okay, that makes sense.